So when it comes to building a house or buying a house, I think there is very dicey. Okay, when it comes to human preference, all right. So the choice I choose to make will be different from you, and as long as economic exists, okay, there are human beings who are rational and there are others who are also irrational. So there are different choices all over. Yes, but I think there are some factors that some people actually consider before going to buy a house, and that's what we're about to discuss today. So without much wasting time, let's just get straight into it. But hey, can you subscribe to my channel to become part of this beautiful family? I used to do these videos on Wednesdays, okay, but it was rather unfortunate I couldn't do it. So yes, today we are doing it. It doesn't hurt anything. So can you subscribe? So the first thing that people consider before buying a house is land disputes. Okay, land disputes, and this is as a result of people or landowners selling a piece of land to five or more people. Okay, so when these things happen, it brings disputes upon the land. So, and these things also bring the introduction of land gas. So let's say you go and buy a land and the land is also being sold to other people. So definitely those people will be also coming to visit the land with land gas, with people to come and sack. So even if you've built your whatever, your foundation and everything, they still come there to close up everything and to cause fight. They are even land up to date and no one is working on it because the matter of the land is still in court. So there are people who want to avoid all this brouhaha and all this nonsense. So they'll rather go and buy a house from estate agents, and like that will be all for them. Rather than going to buy a land, knowing for sure that there are a lot of disputes on the land. Chiefs are selling land to a lot more people, frauding people. So yes, people want to avoid these things, and Charlie, they will just go straight and buy a house and bear themselves all this stress from going to court or having issues with landlord. And the second is trust issues. Hey, especially people who are living abroad. Okay, there are people who don't have the legal document to stay in the country. Okay, they are living in America illegally and they are working, so they can't come to and fro to their country to see the project that they are doing. So what do? They'll have a trust in someone, a relative or a friend, and they'll send that person money to build a house for them. Sometimes when they come back, they become disappointed because of what they've been sending to them as evidence of building a house it has become a fleeting illusion. So in order to avoid these things, they rather buy it from estate agents and house people who build house, people who build house and sell them. Yes, because of trust issues. And the third one will be moderate payment or payment plan by these estate agents. Okay, there are some building companies or there are some estate agents where you go to buy a house, they have payment plans. Sometimes they allow you to pay half of the price of the house and they just hand over the keys to you and give you some years to pay the rest of the money. So yes, there are people who also consider that and buy a house instead of building. All right, and the fourth one will have to be location. Yes, there are people who respect their economical status or their financial status a lot. So there are people who want to own a house in the elite areas like the East Legon, the Transaco and all that. But for one reason or the other, maybe they might not be available lands because those lands belongs to estate people or people who build estate to sell. So they won't sell a piece of land to you just like that. All right. So yes, people will consider buying a house in those areas than go to buy a land in Ashoman or Kwabenya to build a house. Okay, so because of the location, for that. And there are people who also buy houses for security purpose. Okay, so yes, like I said, areas like the Transaco and the East Legon, they have these securities to keep them safe and all that. Some people consider their security a lot because Charlie, after buying a house and one day you just get Arabs to bargain to rob everything and take your life, Charlie, no one will afford to lose all these things. So they'll actually buy a house in this thing because I barely hear any case of robbery in those areas because of how tight the security is. So some people want some peace of mind and they will choose to buy land or buy a house in those areas and hot of sorts. So Charlie, these are some of the things some people consider before buying a house. Let me know what you think. Do you think buying a house is worth more than building? And people who also build a house also think of the architectural design. Okay, there are people who want some kind of house or some buildings and all that. That's why people also choose to build. Okay, this one is for the people who choose to build their own house and all that. So yes, let me know what you think. Do you think it's worth it to buy a house or to build? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel to become part of this beautiful family. Until then, peace out.